What's up, everybody? How we doing? It's the Strictly Business Podcast with your hosts, Duran and Jay. We have a very special guest today, Eileen, Dr. Eileen Jimenez.
Round of applause, round of applause.
Thank you.
So we are going to get right to it.
Let's do it.
So talk to us about your business. What is the Rejuvenation Bar?
The Rejuvenation Bar is a concierge-style med spa, and we cater to all of our clients, very detail-oriented. We're doing a lot of the semaglutide, which is really hot on the market right now for weight loss. We do Botox, vitamin IVs, and bioidentical hormones. But I also travel around the United States, seeing a lot of my private clients as well.
What was the first one? The first thing that...
The semaglutide. So
Yeah.
it's known
What
as
is that?
Ozempic.
Okay.
Right on the market. It's actually diabetic medication that came on the market. It's injectable once a week, but now people are using it for weight loss, and they're losing
Okay.
about 2 to 3 pounds a week. It's pretty much like the
Okay.
liquid bypass.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it's good.
Have you heard of it?
Never.
No?
Never heard of it. Not yet.
A lot of people I've seen on
Yeah.
Instagram talking about Ozempic, right? That's what
It's
that
the
is?
latest thing.
So what?
Yeah.
So talk to us about that. What is that? I don't know anything about it.
Okay. So
And he
it-
doesn't either.
Yeah, well, I've heard the word,
Right.
but I haven't researched it enough.
That's a fair point.
So
Ozempic, which is known as semaglutide in the compounding pharmacy world, it's injected once a week. It came on the market as a diabetic medication to help people control their diabetes. But they noticed that these people were losing weight very rapidly, and it was benefiting them with everything else that they had. And then, of course, mainstream America got a hold of it, and now everybody wants to lose weight. It's quick. It's one injection a week. People get a little bit nauseous, but
Okay.
they lose 2 to 3 pounds a week, and most of them without even working out. So it's a lazy person's way to lose weight, you know?
How does it work, though?
So patients come into the clinic, we weigh them, we set a goal. I educate them, which is very different than a lot of the other places that actually do semaglutide. And I inject them once a week, and I go up on their dose. And I go, basically explaining to them nutrition, what is this called? Like gym routines that they can actually do.
So fitness, they got to work out.
I would prefer for them to work out and eat like a good amount of protein versus just like cutting back on what they eat.
Right.
But most of these people eat a lot. So even if they just cut back from the medication, they see the weight loss.
So it makes them cut like an appetite suppressant.
Big time. Big time. They're hungry when they go to eat. It's like 2 bites and that's it.
Let me ask you a question. When they're done with your that program,
Right.
do they gain it back? Like what's up after what? Like
Well, I mean, like with any diet, right?
Yeah.
If you go back to your old eating habits,
Of course.
you are going to gain the weight again.
Okay.
The whole point of the medication is to train your body and train you to eat smaller portions more frequently. So that way, when you're done with the medication, you continue those same habits. If
Okay.
you don't adapt to that, of course, you're going to go right back and probably double.
And how long is the program, the treatment?
So on average, I'll do like 12 weeks. I've extended it to 28, 30, depending on the patient and their goal and how disciplined they are. It's really what it varies. If the discipline's there, then I'll continue it. If not, I'm like, we're kind of done here.
Okay, yeah. You're very strict with that. 'Cause
I am strict. It's my name that's
your
out
brand,
there.
of course.
It is my brand, and I've worked hard on it. So I don't want somebody to say, you know what, I didn't lose weight with her. No, I want the ones that didn't lose weight somewhere else to come to me.
She has a
Because
lot
they
of
will-
clients.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
will
She has a
lose
lot
the
of
weight.
clients. Yeah, they're
What,
busy.
what
they're
type of
busy.
clients? Like what's the range, the demographics?
I'll see anywhere between 18 years old to about 60.
Really?
Yeah.
18 years old are doing that?
I have
Like,
moms calling me and they're like, my daughter's 17, can I sign off? And I'm like, that's a hard one,
Yeah.
you know? But I've allowed it in a
Well,
couple
like
instances.
because of the obesity?
Because the obesity.
Yeah,
Mm.
because
Because
right
these
now.
parents feed the kids from a young age, McDonald's, and they're constantly going and they don't realize that those eating habits will later on like trickle over into adulthood.
course.
And they'll have a lot of other things, hypertension, cholesterol.
Yeah, right now is an epidemic with the obesity. Like, I'm a personal trainer as well. It's very hard. It's very hard to
It's
get
hard.
somebody on a program, and then usually when they get off of a training regimen, they just. That's why I asked you the question. They just
Yeah.
kind of like it's like, all right, I finished it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So what measures do you have into place for that not to happen? Do you like follow up like?
So we always follow up with our patients, especially the ones that are not in Miami, that we actually will ship them the medication.
Okay, you send it? Okay,
We
so
do
you
ship as
virtual.
well.
Okay.
And those patients, my staff follows up with them weekly. A text,
Perfect.
hey, how are you doing? How's your weight loss? You have any questions for the doctor? You want to jump on the phone with her? I am there for my clients like 24/7. And my girls are too.
Nice. And how'd you get started? take us back. First of all, I want to know Eileen back in the day. You know, like how'd you get started? How'd you get into the industry? The early roots.
So my dad was a physician. So of course, it's in my blood, right? At the age of 14, I was working in his office doing his medical billing, and it was all because I wanted like a Louis Vuitton purse. That was my goal. But later on, I went into business. I got married. I had my kids, and once I got divorced, I went straight into nursing.
Okay.
And that's where my career just took off.
At what age did you get into nursing?
I'm 25.
Okay. So you
25.
came into the game a little later. Cause
I did come in later. I did. But I had kids. They were little, and they were always like my main priority.
Because I remember when I went back to school, I took a couple years off. I went back like at 23 for my associates. And And I felt like...
But you went back for school, or you already had finished school?
No, I went back for school.
You went back?
Yeah.
I went back. Like from zero. Everybody there's like 18, 19, and
Yeah.
I'm like, hi, I'm 26.
How long did it take you for the schooling?
The first was 2 years, and then immediately after, I started my bachelor's. 21 days after finishing my bachelor's, I started my master's program to become a practitioner. And then once I finished that, I went and I got my doctorate.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Dr. Eileen, hold up. We had to, backtrack. Dr. Eileen in the house.
Get it right.
For real.
Get it right.
And then what happened after school? Like, did you get any jobs?
So I've always been working. I've worked while in school. I've been a single mom for many years. And once I started working in the hospitals, I was like, I can't do this. This is just way too much work. And for a period of time when I was younger, I did work for my dad, like I told you. He worked with a plastic surgeon. I think that's where like my love for aesthetics kind of kicked in, and that one-to-one with the patients. And I miss that. Being behind a desk and reading you your lab results for your annual wellness is great, and it keeps my head going. But it's not what I like, because in those practices you have to have numbers to produce.
Oof, yeah, definitely.
And I don't want that. I don't want that for my clients. I want them to know that I'm there for them no matter what realm I treat them in.
Of course. And then when you like really, did you open up a business first? How'd you like get into the aesthetics?
So right before COVID hit, I was already on my way. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. This is exactly where I'm going. I had like my train of thought. Everything was ready to go. I opened up a really small office within like a little spa, and it was going well. But COVID hit. So I was pulled back out to the hospitals, kind of against my will, but I had to. And within a year and a half, when COVID started to like trickle down, I opened my office, like the big office where I'm at now. And that's like my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you had the office open?
4 years.
4 years?
4 years.
Okay. And then what type of marketing do you do? Like,
So I did a couple of marketing companies for a little bit. I had outsourced, but eventually those just didn't work out to where I wanted to go. We weren't growing social media wise. So I have now in-house people that
you
do
told me
marketing.
that, okay.
And it's great. It can be crazy sometimes.
so you're always doing social media in the office, like on
Always.
IG, TikTok.
Always.
What are your? We're gonna put her TikTok handles, Instagram handles right here, so you'll be able to follow her.
They're very good.
Yeah, I gotta follow you. I haven't followed you yet.
You need to follow me.
Yes, definitely.
They have a lot of fun doing it. So what do you guys do? You guys set up time for that?
So sometimes it's like a space, like 20, 30 minutes, and we'll like film in between, right? But she'll come to me like that morning. She's like, okay, this is what I want to go through. She'll run through it. I'll approve. I'll be like, let's push it back or another time or whatever it is. And then we'll just continue.
So you have somebody that comes up with the ideas.
Yeah.
That's very important because I know
It
your
is.
mind is on your clients. Your mind is like 24/7 is on your work, and then to have somebody like kind of because that's very hard for me sometimes with my business, like to be the content. I'm the producer of the podcast.
You're everything.
So it's like to be working and then to do social media is very tough.
In the
Very
beginning,
tough.
I think that you have to do everything yourself.
You have to.
Because if not, there's no way that you can tell somebody you're doing this wrong or it's not what I like.
Did you do it yourself in the beginning?
I did.
Yeah.
And I've had to
how'd
do it.
go?
It was rough.
You learn how to edit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It was still very primitive. It wasn't as advanced as it is now, but it was rough.
Yeah.
But I got it done.
Right now, the day and age of content, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be spitting out content. How do you keep up with that with the marketing team?
It's hard. So there's times that I want to put a lot of before and afters of the work that I do. I want people to see what I do. And those don't move as much as like the really funny ones.
Yeah, the
Those
funny
move-
ones are the only ones I see.
Yeah, you see. He's like, I don't care about a pair of lips.
Yeah.
I don't care much what you've lost.
Yeah, those are good though.
Like the testimonials, do you ever do you do those?
Those we're getting into. Sometimes people don't want to say what they've done,
Yeah.
and that's the hardest part. They're like, I don't want to show my face. And I'm like, okay. It's
very private.
I get it, but at the same time, you have to own up to what you've done.
Yeah, but the funny ones do the job, I think.
They do.
I don't think
They
it
do.
matters. Everybody knows what you do, and
agree.
They know what they're going for, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't think the before and afters. I think actually the funny ones look good because it looks like the office has good chemistry.
It really does. Like, it's not too far off from what you see, honestly. Like, we really get it done. We're all super happy there, and the team is the most important part. There's been times that I'm just like, I gotta just clear house and start all over again, and I've done it.
Really?
And it's
tough.
hard,
That's tough.
but I'll do it.
Because you have to trust. You have to
I'll do
trust.
it.
You have to trust the team. How many people you have on your team now?
Right now, I have 5.
5.
I have 5. I have 3 with marketing, and then the front desk and my assistant, she kind of bounces back and forth.
Oh, so you got 3 with marketing. So you're really
Yeah.
pumping it out. So you're okay. Of course, she's on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. you know.
She has a lot of clients. And when I went to her office the other day, there was people walking in and out all day. I was like,
I
wow.
tried to sit down like real quick in the front to talk to you, and I couldn't.
Yeah, you
2
can.
seconds, I'm like,
Yeah,
I
you
gotta go.
can.
The phone is always ringing.
It doesn't stop.
Jesus.
It doesn't stop.
But before you got into the rejuvenation bar, you were just practicing medicine.
I was doing a lot of primary medicine.
Yeah.
A lot. And that burned me out really quick. Because it wasn't the reason why I got into this whole like medical field. I wanted to stay with my clients. I wanted to educate them, be part of it. And when it became about numbers and having 6 to 8 patients in an hour, because you have to meet numbers, I'm like, this is not fair to the patient or to anybody. And I got burned out. The hours were just way too long. And I just didn't feel like I was making a difference.
So now you have your own business, and now you're happy.
I am very happy now.
That's good.
But they say when you have your own business, you're working even twice as hard.
You are, but you're working for yourself.
Of course, so it's more rewarding.
It is more rewarding.
What do you do when it's not business? What do you do? It's just strictly business.
That or
See
head
what
to
I
the
did
Bahamas.
there, right?
Yep.
Bahamas?
A lot.
Okay.
Bahamas is good.
Love it. What was I gonna say? You see how I plugged in strictly business
I
right
know,
there?
right?
We gotta
That
start
you
was
go.
a
doing
good
that.
drop right there.
Yeah.
Strictly business. We're gonna have
That's what it's all about. So when you started the business, were you scared?
No.
You went in?
No, I'm like thinking, no, I wasn't scared.
Yeah, so talk to us about that.
The business, I mean, it's been trying. You know, I think that when anybody goes into business and you really don't have too much of a business notion, you're like, yeah, within 6 months, I'm going to be like just crazy busy. It's not like that. You really have to get more ready, right? For that whole first year and a half. But scared, no. I was never scared. I don't think I've ever been scared.
That's good.
It's
a lot of
just,
people are
let's do it.
nervous, especially women when they have kids
No.
and they're single. They're like, "Oh, can I start a business right now? Am I
Yeah.
gonna, And the boys are great. Your
Yeah,
boys
there's
are great.
never a good time to start a business, right? But I was lucky I had my kids really early, and then now they're in their 20s. So they've grown with me. And many times they've had to go to the office on the weekends. I have my youngest son, he's a paramedic. So he goes in and he like pre-fills syringes of vitamins for me. You know, we kind of all get
Keep
it
it in
done.
the family.
We do. We have to. We have to. There's no other way.
You know what I see? I see that in a lot of the most successful entrepreneurs, the fear factor is not so much there as in somebody that, doesn't kind of take that leap.
Agreed.
How'd you feel when you took that leap, when you like left the hospital and like, all right, I'm gonna do my thing?
So it's good. I still miss it sometimes, right? I still go twice a month to the hospital just to kind of keep my mind active on everything new that's coming out. But it's good to be in my office. It's good not to have like that pressure on
course.
you. It's a different type of pressure that I put on myself versus like an outside pressure.
Of course. And,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming the harder you go, the more successful the company goes.
It
You
is.
know, so you definitely want to be more in your office more.
Yeah.
I get it.
The more focused you are on your brand, on whatever it is, you're going to get there. It takes a little bit, but you'll get there. And you have to believe in yourself. If you don't, forget it.
And
You're out.
as a woman entrepreneur, okay, what advice do you have for other women to like get going and to drop that fear?
It's never going to be the right time. Never. So like take the chance, get your business plan set up. If you need to, you get your family involved, and if not, just do it. Like you've got to do it.
And it's
You
and
can't
it-
have that regret later on.
Of course. And it's you mentioned the business plan. Like what did you have the business plan going into your
I thought I had one done, but clearly it wasn't. Clearly it wasn't
you had
enough.
to adjust. on the
I had
fly.
to adjust. Now other businesses that I've opened up are much more clear, concise, because I've already learned my lessons with this one. So it's a lot easier moving
You
forward.
got other businesses?
I do. I have a strictly concierge business, which is where I see all my virtual patients, and I travel with that one.
Okay, so you made it, you separated it.
I did separate it.
Why'd you do that?
It's just easier to travel with all the products that I need to
Okay.
see my clients through there and not have them necessarily tied in to this office. Because then this office, unfortunately or fortunately, has the social medias a lot in Spanish.
Okay.
So we're moving that a lot more to the English portion, and it's helping. It's helping us expand.
We did a whole podcast. The first podcast we did fully Spanish.
Oh wow!
All Spanish. So we had
And we both don't speak very good Spanish.
at all. So
And the guy only spoke Spanish.
he's like,
Colombian.
Shout out,
Oh, there you
Mateo.
go.
Shout out. Look what we did for you. Look what we did for
We
you.
did it for Mateo. So, when you opened the office, was it busy right away, or did it take time to get it going?
It took time.
It took time?
It took time. I was still working full time in the hospital, and I would sneak out like 3 or 4 o'clock, and I would have from 3 to like 6 patients, in the afternoons. But I'm like, I gotta do it. I'd be exhausted.
And you were by yourself, or you had help?
I was by myself. I would do the front desk. I would book appointments. I would do everything, clean, make all the copies, everything. You name it, I would do it.
And then how long did it take for it to start getting busy?
About a year.
About a year.
About a year.
Because a lot of people start a business, and that's probably what scares everybody the most. When they start, it's slow.
It's not instant, ladies and
No.
gentlemen.
It
it's
is not instant. It is not.
A year.
A year.
And I think a year is quick, honestly, because you were grinding. Some
I
people
was.
is more.
Yeah.
You could tell that you came out the gate, running.
Yeah.
It was,
She probably had patients already,
Yeah.
She probably had clients
I
and
did.
stuff
I had
already.
some, but it's a little different when you open your own spot, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
Before the prices can be lower, right?
course.
Because you're going to their house. Now you're bringing them somewhere. Now you have an overhead, and the prices have to go up, and they have to be competitive. And Miami's a really competitive place. There's a lot of Groupons. There's a lot of everything,
Yeah.
and you don't know what you're getting sometimes.
I want to bring something to the table. I want to bring this right here.
What is that?
Okay.
That is
Let me make sure it's not in her
roughly
shot.
that is roughly a week of semaglutide that we do in the office. So these vials, like you can see here, they're probably for about 10 patients each one, and that's what we do. It's our volume.
Holy moly.
For a week. Yeah,
Wow.
For 1 week?
for 1 week. For 1 week.
So a lot of
That's what we do.
Ozempic.
It is.
What's your biggest advice to somebody who wants to start a business?
Just get everything in order, and don't listen to the rest of the people. I think people around us can be a little bit toxic. Are you sure you can't do that? It took my friend this long. You are not your friend. You are your own person. Do it. Do it and do it your way. And if you fail, you know what? You're gonna get right back up. And it's not really a failure. It's just lessons learned. It's gonna make you bigger, better, and stronger later on.
Well, you heard it from the doctor herself.
And listen, so I go to your office, okay, and I don't know anything. What's the experience like as a new client going in?
I think Jay could tell you that probably better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very nice. Because of the Instagram, you feel like you know
Okay.
everybody
Oh,
already,
that's huge.
Yeah,
That's
so when you
huge.
got there, I recognized the girls that were there because they are on the gram.
Yeah.
They're always doing these reels and these funny
Know the
TikToks.
names.
I didn't know the names, but I know the faces already.
personalities,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
So no, they're very nice, very sweet. There was a lot of people walking in and out. They were busy,
Yeah.
right? They were busy, so that was good. It was good to see that your business was doing well.
They made you coffee.
Yeah, they made me coffee. It was nice. It's a
That's
very nice
huge
spot.
to make a client feel like already like warm at your establishment. That's very, very hard to do for some businesses.
That's the goal, though.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
If you thrive in that area, I think that's honestly a big catalyst to propel your company forward.
I think everybody that walks
The
in, the
experience.
girls always ask them, do you want water? Do you want it cold? Do you want it room temperature? Do you want coffee? Do you want tea? There's always a catering to each and every patient that walks in. It doesn't matter if it's your first time or you come every week and I've seen you for 2 years.
Of course.
That you're gonna get the same treatment like across the board.
And how'd you instill that into your workers, into your ladies?
That was just one of those things that I talked to them about. I'm like, these clients come, they come for me, they come for us, and we have to make them feel at home because we're not the only spa in Miami, right? So we have to set ourselves apart. So everything that we have, of course, is branded, like you can see here.
course.
Our QR code is
Attention to
there.
detail.
Very detailed. Our brand is everywhere, from the carpet that you walk in to the backdrop, everywhere.
The look at me stuttering. The Rejuvenation Bar,
Yes.
LLC.
We're gonna put all the Instagram handles for Eileen. We're gonna put for the Rejuvenation Bar, so you guys can follow. Check out her spot. It's in Kendall. Great office. She's been taking care of me for years. We've been friends since high school.
Since high school.
Since high school, yeah, we went to school together.
Yeah.
Okay, I know it's strictly business, but how was Jay in high school? No, I'm kidding.
It wasn't too different than what he is now.
The same,
He's
right?
the same. He's the same. He's
Consistent.
the same.
I like that. I like
It's the
that.
same.
Those are the good old days.
They were.
What high
No
school was that?
worries.
St. Brendan.
St. Brendan. Okay.
St. Brendan Sabres.
Okay. Shout out. I went to Miami Beach Senior High, so shout
nice.
out. I'm a beach boy,
there you
born and
go.
raised, up and down, all the way from first to 96.
I was the only guy in my class.
Yeah, you were.
What?
There was
Yes.
no guys in my school.
No.
What do you mean?
So it was like 40 girls in every class and just me.
Yeah.
Wow, it was like that because
Just
what?
like that.
It was like
Were
that.
you part of the beginning of the integration?
No, it's just the school. It had an all-boys school next door, so a lot of guys went to the all-boys school. I already had done an all-boys school in elementary,
Okay.
so I didn't want to do it again. I was like, fuck that.
Yo, talking about school, what school did you go to?
So I went to Dade Medical,
Okay.
and then from there I went to South University in Savannah,
Georgia.
Georgia.
Okay. That's what's up. How was Georgia?
Georgia's good.
Yeah.
Very southern. Very southern.
It's good that you got out of Miami for the distractions.
Yes.
Oh, she's been focused always,
Yeah.
though. She was like, this girl's
How do you
sharp
do-
cookie.
How do you deal with the distractions? How do you?
Miami doesn't really distract me. You know, I live out in suburbia. I'm good. I, hang out here on the beach with my sister a couple times, but that's it. I kind of stick over there.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, crossing the bridges
Yeah.
sometimes.
That's
You know,
gonna be rough.
so you got to stay focused, ladies and gentlemen. Stay focused. That's the key to success. You're hearing it right here.
Yeah, she was always focused. Always, right?
Yeah, I've always been focused, but I think I've learned that you are the sum of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. And you'll grow out of some people and you'll leave people behind and you'll get new people around you. But usually everybody's in the same mentality, focus driven. You can't have like you very focused and then all your friends are partiers. It's just not
Yeah.
gonna go anywhere.
And in high school, did you know you were gonna go into the medical field?
I had no idea.
What'd you want to do? What was like the first dream?
I wanted to be on TV and I basically wanted to be like a journalist.
Okay.
And my dad was not about that.
Okay.
At all. At all.
You're very well spoken. You would have
Thank
excelled
you.
for sure in that as well.
Yeah, but it was medical or nothing. So that's just where we are.
Okay.
But I fell in love with it later on.
Well, you're still kind of doing like some journalists on TV right now, like.
I do.
She does media.
Me-
Social
media.
I
media.
do social media.
Cause so then, since you've wanted that passion, you think that's why it comes naturally to you.
I think so.
Okay.
I really do.
That's good. That's really good. Cause for some people, especially like some entrepreneurs, no, I don't want to do the social media. No, I don't want to do that. So it's good that you kind of like, you know.
You have to move with the times. And the times right now require that. So you got to do it.
Yeah. Can you imagine back in the day when they didn't have no social media, you had to film a commercial?
Oh my God.
Have you filmed a commercial?
I have not filmed a commercial.
Like an actual, like legit.
Those videos are like commercials.
Yeah, exactly. It's
They really
like-
are.
They are, some of them
They're
are.
just as good, I think.
There's one that popped out yesterday, and that was like a lot of cameras and stuff. A couple of them have been a lot better done, right, than their reels with the phones and everything. But it can be trying.
You do like sponsored ads.
I haven't done anything like that for now.
You're just organic
Super organic.
and you're reaching out. Oh, wow.
Super. I think they might boost something once or twice a month, but nothing crazy.
So no advertising.
How much times are you posting a day? You do like once, twice?
They do 1 post a day, and then the stories kind of I'm in charge of to do them myself. People want to see me talk. They want to do the question and answers. Last week, that was hysterical. I mean, I even got asked about my sneakers. So it was one of those things.
She ain't wearing sneakers
Not
now,
today.
ladies and
No.
gentlemen.
Not
She's
today.
wearing
It's
heels.
a miracle. It's a miracle I'm in heels.
And so explain to me, like, this is all just, I want to take it back to this because this is, she came in and put this on the table, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, bam. What, is it all the same? Or is it a combination? Or what's a compound in it? Like, what's,
So basically, there's going to be the semaglutide, which is the Ozempic, the most common one, and then the Manjaro, which is the other very common one that's on the market right now. Every patient that comes in to get that service, they'll probably get one of these as well. And it actually has L-carnitine,
Needles
which is a
pretty-
fat burner, amino acid.
needle's pretty big.
It is pretty big.
That has to be a butt shot.
That's a butt shot?
No, it's an arm, yeah, right here.
Right here, bam.
Yep. And it has a bunch of amino acids, so it helps people kind
Okay.
of combat that nausea and fatigue that they
So
might
it
get.
also,
So
it
is that
has-
ready to go right now?
It is, yeah.
So you're going to do it to me?
I'll do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I don't have my gloves, but we'll do it.
Let's do it.
No, let's not do it because you don't have the gloves. I haven't cleaned the table. Let me save you right there, Jay.
But why, if you give me a shot right now?
I can have alcohol swabs.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, well,
Let's do it.
stay
Let's get
tuned.
it.
Stay
Let's make it
tuned,
happen.
ladies and gentlemen.
Do it.
Let's do it right now.
Right now, right now.
Right now, right now.
Say less.
We're
All
here.
right.
All right.
Let's go.
I gotta
All
get
right,
my
so
first.
Get it.
she's gonna go real quick.
Get it, doctor.
Hey,
We're
everything.
going to take this shot live right now for you guys.
That has L-carnitine and amino acids.
Okay. You ready?
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
We're back.
back in the hey.
We're back.
Like she
we
said.
practice what we preach here.
And she is ready. Dr. Eileen is ready at all times.
That's how we do.
Well, that's technique. That is technique right there. Did it hurt? Hurt?
No, I didn't feel anything. I didn't even know she was doing it.
I hate needles. I hate needles.
Check out the doc. Go to the Rejuvenation Bar. Check out their services. It's great. You want a shot?
No, I'm good right now. I'm good right now. I don't like needles. I don't know. It's a thing of mine.
We
Ladies
just
and
did
gentlemen.
it right
I have
now.
a little phobia.
You're good. You're good.
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
coming.
Thank you.
You're the best. Everybody go
Thank
check
you.
her out. Check out the Rejuvenation Bar. That's the spot. It's in Kendall. But you can also get with her virtually as well.
Yeah, we do a lot of virtual consults.
So it doesn't matter where you are.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is Dr. Eileen. She just she put on display her talent right now, like literally. That was quick. You guys saw the little
The
The tapping.
the tapping.
tapping's
That's
important, bro.
nursing. That's nursing.
It distracts.
yes, it helps.
Yeah.
I didn't feel anything.
And make sure, ladies and gentlemen, to like and subscribe because the channel is very new, ladies and gentlemen, and it'll mean everything. And comment down, any ideas, any other, what was funny. Just let's start the conversations in the comments because that definitely helps the algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.